Oh, the double sheriffs might actually farm here. 2 body shots for all the people that buy Ghost. It's the Genji special.
The second shot's not going to be any easier. It's either Foot or Fnatic, so they're going to want to get it done first time.
Yeah, certainly.
Is Pie banned? I mean, it's not, but Bacon's here. Bacon really hates it.
Or that we very much hope they can get locked away, regardless of what counters.
Like Bacon's a lunatic. Kind of fine, but if you see Bacon, I probably wouldn't go for it. Guy's been banning people left, right, and center. All the mods hate it. So I just don't think it's that bad. See, Bacon's already deleting stuff.
Aggression from Safe. Shouldn't be surprised. He's been popping off in so many of their games. Actually sticking around for a bit more too.
Bacon Pie, that's probably why, yeah.
The Neon, well, we saw Tamazi play it not long ago. It was a failure already. A slightly better start. There's only going to be the trade.
Oh, they probably could have timed that one a little bit better. He's got shocks. We are out of util after that.
Another coming up for Woot, in fact, and now it's left all on to Runner. He did some nice shots. That's a good start, but he's run out of ammo.
Yeah, and with the vision block of the wall, pretty much done. I liked how the Heretics handled some kind of bug, because he like tapped it before Boo got on it. This is interesting. Some teams opt for like 4 and just 1 Ghost on defense. These go for a 3-2, so they're allowed 2 deaths.
That he doesn't want to be the duelist. He likes playing that second man in and can do better individually. And the same can be said, well, for Miniboo. Being that point of contact is just something he seems to love. For now, though, this buy, it's maybe a little bit weaker than you'd normally see as a second round, Mitch. And seeing that Outlaw in play, okay, the thing they have got is shields, which is the one problem for him is not having light shields. Okay,
yeah, this is
a lot of damage.
I'm not sure if they've done the homework, because haven't Heretics been doing this all the time? They buy double.
Like you said, there are a lot of weaknesses here. In fact, if you think about ranged fights, there's not really any advantages.
There's an outlaw now.
Yeah, I mean, they go for the outlaw hero bite, and I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, maybe with the research that Heretics just changed it up and knew this was going to happen, but they at least get the plant. But yeah, I feel a bit sorry for Runner into the next round, because he's got nothing. I think Outlaw will become more meta. It's not really meta. It's not really meta. It's just like anti-strat stuff. It's just looking at how does this how does this team approach this buy, and can they afford light armor? Like, it's like certain rounds inside the game. It's just situational, is what I should be saying.
That second round onto the board, even maybe looking to see if there's anything extra to be found by the looks of it.
Flawless.
I think he needs a bigger sign.
With the and they gifted them an outlaw.
Playing a bonus here, rather than well, what you'd normally see of the 4-buy, and because you've got that outlaw plus the rifle bought up additionally for Benji, I would say these buys almost come across as even, especially when you factor in the fact that Thrash is available as well. And look at where the Vitality players are currently sitting. Now, something they have to be wary of is Benji. He is going to push and take control in mid a lot. This is something that if you leave that space open, he is going to be pressuring you. He's going to make things awkward. But with, I guess, the early presence shown, he's actually going to stack up on A.
Bit surprised it's Runner that's actually poking about on mid. He's sent to destroy some of that utility and I guess contain Benji. But
yeah, I mean, he's done good
he is
though.
The one player with a sheriff.
They break the turret. They smoke up. Great pressure, like they might have gone tube, even though it kind of makes sounds.
Yeah, it's not a favorite one for Runner, and the result is as predicted. One player down and flank protection.
Maybe we should say that Woot is a bit too aggro, considering he has ult, but
pretty direct, and their back will be open.
Does have mini boost stun to get him out if need be.
35 seconds. There are a few players here, but Trex has done fantastic work. Already getting the openers.
Well, yeah, that one fell apart a little bit.
Well. That is about as clean as a take into 3 players is ever going to get. Still, you got the rifle of Benji. 22 seconds. He can try and be disruptive. You expect that they're going to fight the back line. He's going to manage just one. And now it's up to Boo. Now the spike is down on the deck, but with 30 HP, not really anything he can hope to fight here.
Yeah, but he's done good damage. Yeah, imagine he gets another kill here.
Make it feel exciting, but there really was not a chance for him to deny that.
All right, I do think Heretics in the 4v5 could have played it a little bit better, but they got 3 kills. It's good damage.
Again, something about that scoreline just makes me happy, Tom. And for Vitality, it's certainly going to make them happy. Round on the board even after losing the opening pick, after losing runner. And I was wondering what happened to Rien's up top, because I saw him there and he was being quite passive, waiting for the initial contact. I think even waiting for the Gecko flash to come out. And before that happens, he gets shot through the wall by 3 bullets. So, unlucky. I mean, what can you say about that?
Even still, though, with what was on the board, 3 kills is going to force a fair few rebuys, and obviously on the other side for...
It's just a big round, right? We've got 3 here, we've got 5 people here that can't buy next. So you want to see this Fischl, probably want to see one of these getting an AWP.
He loves to get aggressive, he loves to try and take space.
It's 2 rounds in a row now that we've broken this turret, so maybe we get to see a change up from Heretics putting their turret hit, or maybe next round they might try and do something in terms of punishing middle.
So Runner and Safe are going through the tube, they're pushing you back, and then they've got a free shot on your turret, unless someone's standing on ramp, and even then it's a decent fight. Okay, Runner's dead. Surely, the orbs protected him for a moment, but it's about to
pretty
fall.
good
There you
though.
go.
We got this guy down to 8 as well.
For his trouble, Woot's down to 8 HP. So still,
yeah, Wingman should be able to tank that.
For Vitality, especially if this plant goes down, and it has just about.
This is a great position to fight from. Trying to get aggressive. Thrash is actually going to be used from the attack side and the defense at the same time. It's going to be the trade-off.
Meaning of the fish.
They can't pick up each other's. That would definitely help them out a little bit. You can also see the aggressive positioning of Safe. There's someone they need to clear and haven't been able to. The trade almost immediate. And now Trex.
Look at the HP though. Shock dart to the 1.
Yesterday, trying to work with those post plants. They got a pop flash ready, and with Woot so desperately low, he'll fall. But the trades are so quick.
Man, Rien's is just the one, isn't he?
And well, they got plenty of time in the end to defuse.
3v3 retake, 1 player super low, spike planted in the open, and time starting to put the pressure on, but Vitality not able to close it out. That is a shock. The only player that died was
Jacob fans watching as well. Yeah.
After that fight there,
Jacob fans praying for a Heretics win.
And for them to actually wrestle that out of their control has gotta hurt the attacking side morale at this point. That was their way back in. They win the previous round. They start to put them on the board and
real
push their
crispy.
opponents down to a lower buy, to a rougher position, and instead, Vitality are now in that boat. They've not got a lot to work with. In fact, I'm taking a look at the buy. I saw 2 stingers. That's even been downgraded.
Still an okay low buy.
And a ghost.
And yeah, like we said over towards middle, Benji, after his turret getting shot twice in middle, he changes it up. Going for the turret over towards kitchen. Bot over towards middle.
I will say, again, he plays a lot of these supportive roles. He's him on Breach and Sova, but the man is a statistical anomaly. The amount he is able to do
Benji has all
agents is always so impressive. Safe though, he's going to try and get up in their face. That 1 gun already is going to be put to good use. They're going to have a man advantage. However, again, it's this man. The trade immediately back. They have to fall incredibly passive just because of the lockdown, and straight away they're going to use the Hunter's Fury, but it definitely seems like
it's not the worst.
are ready for that, and even try and push off the back of it.
And they know that so many of these players are low, happy to even take a
Trex
fight.
has got to do a madness. Yeah, I mean, this was handled very well from Heretics, especially the early tap onto the spike here. Benji not overthinking it, choosing his ult insta.
Heretics not breaking much of a sweat in the early
These kind of back-to-back rounds where Vitality use Fischl and then they use the Sova ult, and they don't get anything.
It seems like, yeah, Safe getting
pin on YouTube, sure.
in some of these post plants. He's always able to grab a pick so far.
Thank you, Lexa.
But after that, even with equal numbers, even with advantages, it falls effortlessly into Heretics' hands. This is a concern.
He posted his tweet about the game showing false info. Yeah, I saw that about, like, money was wrong, right? I don't play the game much, so actually I don't know if that's like a common thing.
Yeah, they're in positions where I'm looking at Vitality and going, okay, this should
be. I didn't realize that was a bug.
And each time Heretics are coming out with 3 players. Same setup again. Vitality found a gap that, especially in the openers,
we're gonna focus up again. Another big buy.
A 4v3 post.
Money, do you know what?
Heretics were able to
Money's
get back in.
not that great.
The quick rotation though is impressive. There are gonna be 4 players.
A loss on this. These 2 can't buy.
But their back still covered as well by Benji Fishy's utility. Vitality though, is this a fake? Is it not? It's very hard to read. They go forward for
they got nice numbers on that flash.
Viper's pit was ready to be put down, but it can't be. Then they reposition up top to pipes. I think that's where the pit wants to be used, but they've lost a player in the meantime. It looked like they changed their minds. Or maybe just stalled out the play. Lost a player for their trouble. Reveal gets them all, though. Shock darts thrown through. It's a target-rich environment. So the damage can be done with
Feels
just
pretty
that.
good from Heretics at the moment, and now they can put the wall up, right? Or just triple
There's
fit.
about to be a
Yeah.
big battle around the right side. Safe
And Rians
is
gets the
one to
kill,
take
does
the
get
brunt
his
of
ult.
that.
They could try
Again,
play off
you're
site
just
now, but
having
they're very
Heretics
committed.
picking off one
30
player,
seconds
and
left.
it's not like Vitality are capitalizing off that by pushing through, by trading. Instead, they're staggering into a later play that, again, I don't see the advantage here. And, well, the fight that comes down is
Damn,
just
bro,
got
you're
so
11
many
HP, you
guns
get 2?
on Team Heretics side, so many crossfires that Vitality walks straight
Yeah,
into.
this is
I wouldn't
brutal.
be
Most of
surprised to see
Vitality
Paws
are
after
sitting
that.
around
Well, there you go. And an
3,100,
flawless as well for the side of
3,200,
Heretics.
so
That was
it'll be a
2
low buy
kills of
again.
Rians while on 11 HP.
Probably
He's
got a
just retooling
timeout
the
and work
angle,
out what's
taking
going
those
on.
fights, but I also want to point out the supportive utility. We saw the Dizzy go through from Wu, which I
Rians
think
has been
caught
so good
3
stage
players
2,
the
yeah,
first time they tried to
ridiculous.
aggress. Then they try and aggress again. The dart pings 3 players. So every time there's a moment where you'll watch Heretics go, okay, they haven't shown any presence. Let's start rotating players to look at mid.
Destroying the utility, pressuring early, and then resetting into a fight.
Well, the thing is, it seems like the
Well,
opponents have had the
this
exact
recon
same
is
ideas. They
annihilating
doubled
him.
up
That's twice
the
in a row. Scanned him
expectation.
over towards A,
The
scanned him
read
over
from
towards A.
Heretics is exactly what you said. Okay,
Is it
they need to try
Vitality
and
getting
pressure
wrecked by the
somewhere
recon
else.
yesterday? No,
We're
it
gonna do
was
exactly
Na'Vi,
the
right?
same.
Yep.
And what- This is now a pretty rough position, if it wasn't already. The Blade Storm gone. They do have a couple of ultimates, but with Sheriffs and a single Stinger, I'd be surprised if they expend any of them.
It's just been fantastic calls by Heretics so far.
Both
Really
teams?
have to commend.
Honestly, it was a little bit
You're
of
about
both
to see
teams,
another
but
stack
Na'Vi
up,
were
but
getting
oh,
way...
no. There's the gap. Finally, there's an issue to be
Na'Vi
seen.
getting a
Heretics
lot
had a
more
blind
racks.
spot.
Ooh,
Now
this is
5 HP
doable.
left on Miniboot.
Yeah, I was going to say,
This
these ults
is the
become
advantage that
tempting.
Vitality
Runners
been looking
running
for.
over.
Viper's Pit
No
used.
pun
Now
intended
with
for that one,
pistols
but
and a Stinger
he
in play,
should be
this
ulting
is
this as
perfect.
well.
Alarm bot's covering their back.
Yeah,
No one
and
has
then you
to
get the
watch back
silver
there.
ult
Trax
out,
might be dead.
and then you
He
try and
could get
push
one,
close
but
to
he's in a
punish
lot
him.
of they're not checking him. He's in absolutely no trouble whatsoever. Free to step right back into the pit and play late. Advantages doubled up on. Miniboot might as well be dead. He's basically living inside of the Viper's pit on the 5 HP. Deep Mosh going to deny any diffuse. I think that covers
Ender
it.
still
Yeah,
has
they
a
have to
molly.
Back off. Now they go back in through the pit.
It's done.
And you've got a snake bite. That's catching Woot. Now they're all 1 HP. Kix is able to get a free kill to the body of Rians, and with Miniboot left on 5. This round, well, the conclusion seemed to already be written. Now, it's just a formality. A second round finally found for
Okay, and they
Vitality,
pick up a
they
gun
do
and
with
get
the
out of
weaker
there.
weapons.
I mean,
Yeah,
Heretics
pay
just
safe
messed
card
up, right?
350 to bring them up another round to
Comms
double
just
up that
didn't feel like
scoreline.
they were
Sure, it
properly
was a
there.
big investment into the
Maybe
ultimates, but 100% worth it.
he
And
thought
all
he
of
was
that
deeper over
because of
towards
the
Snowman
gap.
watching this cross.
That's what we witnessed
Insane.
in this round. The start was fantastic from the side of Heretics with the read, but then they just left enough space. They were able to walk up, corners not checked properly, and that's definitely a blip that thus far in the map we haven't seen. I also like as well, like this round for me felt a little bit more decisive from Vitality. I think that's been one of the other things that I can be a bit critical of in the round before, is they were very indecisive if they were going to go forward or back. This round though,
3
again,
people here to fight
straight
this.
in, clearing a
They at
lot of
least
angles
get a
towards
little
that
bit of
B
map
site.
control.
But again, there are 3 players here already from Heretics.
Heretics lose this, they got to
One
eco.
step ahead as usual.
Whoa.
Miniboot straight
Whoa.
into the fight. What a beautiful
Wait, that was pretty
push
cool though.
on the back of the utility. The snake bite used as well. This is gorgeous.
Yeah, that's a really cool
Vitality
punish
are
of this
left
area.
locked out
Molly,
of that control. They have
flash,
to
neon,
fight
send
forward
it.
just to get the
Didn't
spike back.
fully
The
see where the
Heretics are gonna
stun
give it to
went,
them.
but I know it was
Damage done to
invested.
safe. They don't know about that, but
The hit and run, yeah, he's out of
alive in
there.
this situation.
Didn't even
3
use a slider
versus
course.
5. Well, Heretics have been great in the retakes. They might not need one this round.
Even when
Well, did he?
you see Runner attempting to
Okay, yeah.
cross, he's gonna be
Yoshi.
met with some
Yoshi
resistance,
FNBR
and
with the
obviously the
prime.
players on
Thank
the
you.
A side,
He used
they
one,
get
but he got
really
one back
moved.
because 2
Got the
kills, right?
drone
Yeah.
already coming through, but I don't think that will have spotted
Yoshi,
anything.
thank you
Might
with the prime.
actually be a bit of a false flag for them. Again, though, when you're in a 5 versus 3 scenario, you're not exactly going to rotate your players away.
A bit of a red herring that the B site might be the way it's going. Spike is able to
Yeah, and he
creep
can just swing
across.
off the turret.
Be spotted in just a moment. The fight in mid is
It looked
everything
real
else.
easy.
They've lost Runner, and this is the facet that's stopped Vitality from having success in post plants. They haven't been able to send out the mid lurk, to send a player behind to cause the pressure and close out some of these rounds. Instead, it's been full frontal aggression from this attacking side. They won the last with the Viper's Pit, but it's not here now. And plenty of players, even if Heretics are rusty on the initial trades, they've got enough bodies to keep throwing at these battles. Huge play needed, and almost, oh, it seemed like Safe had the gap.
Solid
but
from
they
Heretics,
strike
everything together.
Just at the right moment on
Just when the
Heretics.
money's starting to get
6
low, they win a
rounds
round
locked in
double
already.
armor
This has
rebuy,
been a
that's it.
Great defensive half, and the problem is it's not really showing signs of slowing down.
No, and another Andaluthia flawless to add to the collection that's building for Heretics. And That's been the thing that's also so impressive is it seems like every time there's maybe a hero play or a big round.
Why do you think no team signs Anders on a longer assistant coach contract? Do you think it's his decision? Nah, I'm pretty sure he was openly like looking for teams. I think no one I just think no one goes for him for some reason.
So quickly, they always seem to have that bolstered defense. And I think as
Fnatic
well, like, this is a guy
just happy to pick him up for a month every time they make champs or a new map comes out.
Or analysts or commentators or anybody has been going, oh yeah, I think Minibu's been having a rough time. He's been critical of himself. Yeah. Right now, he is blitzing Vitality.
Well, I think his confidence is certainly back. He will be denied that fight by the Gecko flashback, and it will be recovered down below. The same as for both. And with Wood finding an orb, Thrash is now online for Team Heretics. Big ultimate. I'm not sure Minibu's will be quite as impactful. But alongside some of the weakening utility, who knows?
Maybe now it will. Now that you've said it.
Now that I've called it out, 4K coming in.
Yeah, you know, they light shields, a few headshots here and there.
He has got the tracking for it.
Might not even use it though, that's the thing.
Do they continue taking space with this or are they okay? No, they insert one close. Fine with that.
It's almost not needed.
So 40 seconds are gone and they've just re-cleared all the A. They kind of have no map control at all, Vitality.
Some success was managing to catch out Boo, but you can see he's a lot more passive, and they've
had
Benji
plays this a lot.
They also have Thrash, so they don't really feel the need.
Benji destroyed the turret. Runner knows that he's here. At least knows that he peeked out at tube. He couldn't get there in time.
And Vitality insert the jet over towards B.
I think you'll see him cross back. The shot's not hit. Benji's looking for that. And
yeah, and that's really good info because the jet was spotted over towards B from Boo, and that pulled a 3-person rotation away from A, and then Benji spots them all going towards A so they can send it back.
Out early with 20 seconds left. It's a disruptive play. It's kept close and sent.
Oh, he actually gone?
Maybe detain that spike and slow them. 12 seconds. It caught one, but not the spike. Kicks is still lined up, ready to go.
I mean, they're going to have to save. Oh my god, they got a 5-person save.
That round has just been lost to time.
Shout out to Benji. This middle pressure and actually getting the info and seeing them go back stopped everything. Well,
I think we can even see his cam.
we had a round with no kills.
When the second he made that peek, he was going, A, like literally just screaming it down the microphone. And then they just have the ultimate, and the ultimate deters that initial push. Either then you're going to try and send in your,
They got outplayed, yeah, the util was good.
Just hope that you can get that.
Util was real good.
That's what they were going to do. Flash through with Gecko and just.
But there was also, I believe there was also.
Wait, did it hit two? I thought it only hit the server. Oh, okay. I didn't realize it hit the Viper also.
To send it through nanoswarms, which probably isn't going to work. So it's just like they played that to perfection.
That's what we were talking about. That's the big one.
You've gained 0 orbs in that round. Like, you're not going to get anything back towards farming up those late rounds. That's a good start, though. Benji has been a nuisance, whether it's been fragging or whether it's been just holding on to middle control. Getting rid of him early is a vital part of these rounds.
Little request for Andy. I don't know if Runner got the kill before the orb went up or
okay, so 4v5, they go proactive, and Vitality have 5 people here waiting for him.
These 2 players pushed up close. Might even hear the 3rd set of steps as they start to go back. It depends when Boo decides to start running. If he decides to start running, he's sticking around. And that's a mistake, as we can see Vitality.
Yeah, but they should expect 2 people here, because they did just clear this.
They thought B was open. Heretics
no, they should expect
finally
this.
On the back foot when it comes to early reads, and 5 versus 3 as well. They need a hero to step up, and it won't be Wu. Shut down by the shock dart. Miniboo and Rian's left.
Nearly a nice stun to help him,
though. The benefit for Vitality of bringing those rifles through to the next.
Yeah. This is the best spot they've been in a while. No doubt about that. Turret already going to spot out Miniboo. Rian's still very far away from even getting into any position to help.
It spotted both.
Shock dance to the back of sight. We'll do at least a little bit of extra damage to safe.
A little bit.
There might be another one, so he's got to be careful about that. 13 HP. They can at least try and make this one costly. Miniboo's going to drop the first, but the problem now, that time ticking and no friends to play with. It's just going to have to be a crazy 1v3, and it isn't going to be.
Yeah, nice round. I mean, this was all down to the first pick, really. And then they felt like they had to go proactive in the 4v5.
But at least they're back.
Well, that's it. Look, I think the worst thing that could have happened, well, it's kind of simple. They lose the round. And if they do, here it is. Yeah, he sees him just before the orb even lands. The worst thing that happens is you call that five-man save. You abandon the round, you come in here and you get shut down. If that happens, your morale's gone. I think the map is gone. But they bounced back. They found their footing. Success on the site without needing ultimates as well. Problem is, and the problem has been, stringing rounds together. Heretics might have had a hiccup, a bump in the road here and there, but they have been on their game in the follow-ups. This round, a few players spotted pushing A, and with the tag, the Hunter's Fury is going to be used. He's caught one, but the second pulse is not good. Woot escapes with his life.
I mean, it's an absolute classic, and they'll take that though. Insta drone or
a change up of setup though. I think
the free orb here for kicks. Orb and plant would be all.
From that position, still has utility to support for Kitchen, but that's the information they were looking for. As players on that side of the map, immediately Boo is going to start his rotation, but they have kept their aggressive
and they can at least press tab and go,
well. Though, and I don't blame them, Vitality are sticking this one. They're going to go right in to this B-side push. Viper's Pit will be dropped, and actually
it's a nice ult as well. Full freedom to move around. It covers the plant spot, everything that you want. Like, it's very hard for them to plant. Normally, most people are going to react to either going back over towards A or pushing deep towards Snowman.
He's anchoring down in mid, looking for space in the late round. I think him, well, I'm seeing the pings. Seems like they might try to send him through the arches. Again, the turret is watching for that cross, so the info will be there.
Brian, thank you for saying that, mate.
Second player comes back. It's Trex reuniting on mid. Orb is up. They're starting to take that space, but 25 seconds left. That mid flank's going to have to be damn near perfect. They're on their way. Turret destroyed. Now the info's there. Heretics know they're being wrapped on. They want to focus forward on the site, on stopping that spike from meeting the floor. The wraparound from Boo seems decent. He's in his pit. He's right at the spike.
They are not handling this that well.
Another plan. Boo on his way around the other side, and he's caught them again.
Oh my goodness. Even though Vitality got the kills, they like rushed the plant a little bit, right? They ran into the ult, rushed the plant while the others were fighting towards here. They need to like fight here more, then wrap around and kill the people inside the ult.
What server you're in, if you think you're the
There's some nice util again,
and you're up against Boo, you're wrong. This guy,
they just handled it wrong.
The read of that scenario was perfect. The second the turret is there, wraps all the way around. The pit is perfect.
Now answer the NRG question and move on. What's the NRG question?
They even then have shock darts being thrown into the corners from Riens just to make sure that there is no safe place to plant. And then even dropping the
it was so smart, yeah, it's a really cool ult though.
Sure he can kill off the last guy.
Am I going to be the NRG's new chef? Yeah, that's right.
Smile on your face.
You nailed it.
Unless you're a Vitality fan, then I would bet it does the opposite. Mini Boo, early op, sighted, but he swaps right away just to destroy. Oh, well, he's in trouble. Thing is, they've still got to spam and take it down. He's on 1 HP.
How is he alive? That's insane.
Follow up for safe as well. It's Center that picks it up. He's still on top, causing problems. 16 HP though. Needs to be careful not to overcommit to these fights. He's better staying alive, but Boo's managed to drop him.
Am I even a good cook? One of the worst.
It's only runner. Spike still needs to be planted. In fact, it's not in the easiest position to retrieve either. And Heretics, well, Boo, you talk about how smart of a player is. He's definitely not hungry to keep fragging.
This is nice from Benji though.
This was a ranked game. You might think he's AFK. He's just not allowing Runner the opportunity to push forward and isolate the duel because his teammate's on the other side.
Maybe he is. Maybe he's just like, you know what, Benji, yeah, of all people, you need to practice your clutching. So I'm going to put you into the 1v1. No, he is just that patient, waiting. And because that plant hasn't come down, they're not risking it. They don't want to give him a 1v1 opportunity. Benji is now just wrapping in. Oh, he's got the timing absolutely perfect. Boo won't even
it's an impressive half, man. It really is.
9-3 defensive half. This is a map where Heretics have been really shaky.
Looked hard to play against, really. Yeah, you can definitely see the Heretics put a lot of work into this. It's looking very nice.
The next map is a map that they have won.
How am I feeling today? Am I hydrated enough? Yeah, for sure, Marky. Thanks for checking in.
I'm very nervous for Vitality because this version of Heretics, well, it's looking unbeatable.
It is. It very much is. This was the map that we had hoped for them on, and then it starts to wane from there. That tells you everything you need. 9-3. That attack side already built up a significant lead for Vitality. It's been around here or there. Retakes early for Heretics were fantastic. Towards the end, they didn't even let the spike go down. They're winning off time.
Double Sheriff as well. They're loving it, man.
One hell of a challenge.
Oh, okay.
Well, the first challenge will be Mini Boo's already here, ready to
different
fight.
kind of wall. We sent it over towards here, so it's meant to be a distraction, and they walk up towards A, but probably didn't stay alive long enough.
Already, 3 players on this side. Safe's not
yeah,
going
the
to win
Sheriff's arm
battle though.
Really hitting.
Singular flash is actually going to catch Kicks. It doesn't. So there's going to be a surprise. Trex, he's stolen that kill with a shock dart. Always seems to be well placed. And they're holding strong in this scenario. So many low players as well, that this Sheriff is becoming more deadly by the second. It's still only going to be a one-man advantage. Benji, he'll go down, and now it's left all on Taboo to try and fight this 1v2. First goes
7
his way,
HP?
he's left to just 7
Oh my god.
HP. It's a little bit risky from his
Nicely done from
opponent,
Sender.
but
Good
it
comms
works
came in
out
about
for
his HP
Sender.
here for sure.
Vitality, a second pistol
Sure.
will be theirs. The
We'll,
question, though, is this the start of
See what they
something?
got.
Well, that's it. They needed this second half pistol under their belt.
Not the second pistol, right? They lost and they forced.
In the last half, this is their chance to build up.
Well, they didn't force, but they forced
very
a
much need that.
forced
The
the
lead
outlaw.
that's already in Team Heretics' hands. We saw a very light buy from Heretics after they won the pistol on defense.
Why did Vitality ban Abyss and not
They just
Sunset?
won. It was a
I mean, they
Bulldog,
probably just haven't
Spectres,
practiced
and
Abyss,
Ghosts.
you
Maybe
would
Ghosts with
imagine.
Sheriff, with pistols, SMGs, a lot of that. Vitality don't seem to be in the same school of thought. 2 Guardians, a Bulldog, and an Outlaw.
Well, that's the thing. They can't really afford to be playing bonus rounds at this point. The only thing that makes me nervous is look at the light shields. It's only Trex who actually has the full shield. So this means Miniboo is actually the most dangerous player in the server, which, well, you're not going to be too surprised with how he's been playing so far. But if he can isolate the fight, especially onto Sender, that will be this site completely under their control. Now, normally, you're going to see this man
How many light armors we got? 4?
So they're expecting.
They're doing it back to them. They got 4 light
one way
armors.
in spot, but instead,
Kinda possible.
They're already looking to try and get that plant down. It's not going to be happening.
I like the nano thrown through. It's not placed early so they can break it. It's thrown just when it's needed. Drops the spike to the
I
floor.
haven't. Might have come up on radar.
Miniboo. Oh, he was looking for a kill. Makes it out with his life, and that's still dangerous. Now it's not. Quick
Yeah,
shot
whose
delivered.
turn is it now?
Someone can
Rian's?
recover that, and in fact, it was Rian's picking up the Outlaw. Now looking for more victims. Remember, just a 1 shot needed, and if this round ends up playing out as one player taking a fight and someone else picking up his weapon when he dies, that's not the end of the world. The only problem is they're running out of time to force those fights. 23 seconds left. They make some steps.
They
actually,
were
that those are
tempted to go
intentionally
to
fake
A.
Steps. I think
And
possibly it's Runner that can
yeah,
heal
I mean
those.
this might have done the same thing.
Right
At
back,
least
doesn't
pulled a
look like
few over.
Vitality
They made
giving
some
up the
steps
space.
here, knowing that they would be at orange, and then they put the smoke up. Like it created a bit of pressure. We got rotate out, and that is the smoke on default, tipping them down with a solid shock.
He's going to want to go down here. The Outlaw's nice, but realistically, he doesn't want to hold on to this.
Oh,
He
well,
will
that's
do.
not
Someone's
great.
gonna have to take the hit with that one going into the next round.
I think this time Vitality might have a few more heavy shields to work around. Shock dart through. The orb was up as well, so they're decayed and then slapped with a shock dart. There's nothing you can do
Also,
about that.
Benji was in there
Then
trying
use
to defend in
Vitality
case
have a
anybody
better
actually
chance
pushed
on
into it.
With
Abyss.
so little time, he had to.
Yeah, but I mean, every team's different.
Vitality back on the horse.
They might have felt.
2 in a row.
I mean, they
A
were
chance for a
probably
third. Boo,
Vitality were
back down
probably
to a pistol.
focusing way more
Also
on the
got
game
Outlaw in play.
yesterday
There's
than this
weaknesses
game.
here for the attack side. If Vitality had a
And
chance, this is
Navi
certainly where they want to
has
convert it.
been pracking Abyss, unless Artist was
Stop
baiting
the
in
save.
my chat, which could have been.
Opener onto Miniboo. Boo's already going to be down to a pistol as well. Obviously, someone had to drop over that Outlaw in the last round, so there are some serious vulnerabilities. The patience could work out, but actually, no, Safe hits the shot. And Rian's doesn't return in kind. Bear in mind, Safe still has those light shields, so he is 1-shot death to that gun. But it doesn't
that's
seem
true.
to matter. He's the one in the better position here. A bit of a fake coming in on that B side, but I think they've managed to get so far that they're actually going to start pulling the rotation the rest of the team.
Bot coming back.
Vitality of 3 players here ready. There wasn't success to be found last time around, and there won't be this time either. Clean response from Trex. He's been
Trex
punishing
is-
them every time they step foot near
Trex
that
is
B side.
doing work
It's a
here.
spike down on the ground again.
And
the wingman, the leader.
Gonna be one away from his ult. Dude, I tell you what, this is so doable.
Round already lost.
X gonna have his ult.
30 seconds left.
Rex is gonna have his ult.
Man's left on 10 HP. He's not going to be the one to win a lot of these
As long as they
battles.
just don't lose the
Maybe he can land
2v5.
one of those shots.
Spike down B.
He might need a few more now.
Are we going to see it for a third round? No, this time Safe again.
Yeah, it's
gonna
really
be the
good.
one
They
with
can
the
get some
Outlaw
upgrades here as
winning
well.
all of those fights.
Guardian
Big round for
upgraded.
Vitality to take. As I said, this map is the one where you look at it and go, okay, even though there are
Heretics
very
and Genji played in their
competent
current
teams
form.
on
Who do you think
Sunset,
would
and
win?
I think if anybody
I
was gonna
would back
give
Genji from what I've seen
the side
recently.
of Heretics a run for their money on that map, it could be them. You can't go into that map expecting to win. Like, that is such a fortress for Heretics to play around. But bringing this one back, Well, maybe that will change things.
I think a team could try and buy out Woot.
What's on the line for Heretics?
I don't think Heretics will let any of these go.
Either they will make it through to the top 3, or it will be them going through on championship points.
Doubt any of the team wants to either, to be honest. The vibe looks sick.
Vitality are the only team left in playoffs still fighting for their spot of champions. They win this game, and they've done it.
And they lose this game, they've got another shot.
True, but it's not easier.
End of the world, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. In this day and age, I feel like any game is easier than a game against Heretics, especially with this veto. Sunset and Bind up next.
I don't know, I feel like Foot with no pressure is
also
not,
true,
not
yeah.
Better. Fnatic
If they
in
just
playoffs.
don't give a damn.
Yeah,
Fnatic
it's
in
a
playoffs.
strong hold.
Fnatic recently,
As
though.
soon as they try and
they've
push
been
through
shaking
this,
Fnatic in
Molly's are just going to make them go back through the wall.
You make a good point.
They won the last one.
Yeah. As against this squad. Heretics,
The Mollies are kind of
they
late.
want their spot in the final again, but Vitality denying it in this round. 3 kills already. It was a very weak buy out of Heretics, and well, you can see the results of that clearly. It's an Andalucia flawless for Team
bits of
Vitality.
damage.
This was looking like a damning scoreline not long ago. 15 minutes back, this is Heretics' game. Now, the gap is down to 2, and Vitality might be in with a shot.
Yeah, that's it. This has been the map where we've seen shakier sides from Heretics, and I think their defensive side is one that many won't have
Do you enjoy
played
the
against,
hypotheticals, or do you get bored of them, like
very
endlessly,
aggressive,
pointlessly
getting a lot of
listing
openers, but
top
now
5s?
Minibu
I mean, it
has
depends
to be
what
that tip of the spear, which
depends what the question or the
becomes a
top
little bit
5
more
is for
difficult.
Cam.
You don't have that elevate.
Round with the
Leave some of their
outlaw.
ults to
3
reset.
kills just a moment ago.
Molly goes in, that's to break the turret here, as we can
upgraded
see the
his
turrets
sniper.
over towards
Heretics have to be
middle.
wary of that.
That's
Got a
Heretics
Thrash to
thinking
work
because
with
they
on the
broke it in the
attack
round
side, but
before that it'll
Vitality
be
have
moved over
that
towards
and then some.
kitchen.
With the Hunter's Fury backing up their Thrash. Ult economy certainly swings towards the defenders for now. Best chance they've had.
This looks like a good opportunity, not only at plant denial, but also at retaking. And you can clear a lot of ground. For now, at least. Just trying to figure out where this push is going. Sender's going to take that turret down, so remove some of the information from the other side. And I believe
Bacon,
that
this is all your
Darks went
fault.
over the
Look at
top
chat.
to
You'll be happy with
reveal
yourself.
Boo in spawn, which, again, I feel like Trex must have some of the sweatiest lineups the world has ever seen. Maybe it was the drone. Either way, though, it's now going to be that take in towards the A site, clearing things out with the Thrash. But as we've said, there's a lot in response.
Eh?
Hunter's Fury's got Woot up top.
Whoa!
And it's actually followed up.
He got 2 here.
Woot and Boo down and out.
Oh boy,
That's
and
a
they used
disaster
official.
for Heretics. They can rely on the flank from Benji Fishy, but he almost got picked off by the operator.
Now we'll do
And now, well, you better
heavy
bet
deal with
Vitality already.
Benji, then
We've
official
seen many
site.
rounds for Heretics in the defense. They didn't have to worry about their back. That's not true for Vitality, but they're sent. Oh, they were sent out to find him, but he evaded them. A pixel away from being seen. Now the timing could actually be perfect. Everyone is focused on the site itself. It's safe super far behind. In fact, there might not be anyone for him to pick off. We've already seen Minibu get aggressive, and Rienz is in the same boat, and the timing absolutely perfect.
Wow,
But
they
now
won
the
the
steps
duels
are
in
heard.
sight.
He's forced to move
Oh, this
faster
was
thanks to his
great
team
rounds.
going down. Benji
Yeah.
revealing himself. It's an easy kill for safe. 8 rounds
It's still down to the
locked in
server.
for
Also, autumn
Vitality.
reaction to the official
One away
over
from
towards here. He knows
equalizing.
it's
At
going to be
9-3,
high or lower.
I had no
Everyone
faith,
does the same
especially with
pathing
how
with the official
dominant
over towards
some
the
of the
top.
rounds were for
So
Heretics, but I guess thinking back, Vitality
once he shot the
were
floor
lost
and it
at
wasn't
times.
here,
It
it was
seemed
nice
like they were
and
stalled
easy.
out by utility. They weren't expecting by setups. They were second guessing, and now, well, they're playing a perfect game. There doesn't seem to be much about this attack
he
side
actually
that's
headshotted
catching them
Boo
off
with
guard.
it.
Yeah, a beautiful Hunter's Fury again. Like, even just doing damage for the most part, or delaying would have been huge, but I think it's just the fact that even though you've got yourself that spot where they're wary of Benji, they realize that if they can clear the site out before he can have any impact, then he has to run, and that's exactly what happened. He was a little bit late to the party, but also he had to be, because they went hunting him down. I think also Minibu wanted to get ahead and try and get aggressive, and that ended up being the downfall. Benji needed
Vitality are doing an insane job of having the killjoy
util
util wherever they're going. Everywhere.
4 pistols and a Guardian for Team Heretics. Early aggression on A. Grab
Yeah, that's
the
true,
orb,
Saint.
and the movement back
Don't even look at it.
towards this A side. Killjoy utility is waiting for them on B. Same turret that we've seen a million times, covering off the walkout, even if you use the orb to
Okay,
cross
so they
under
insert
two,
one
it's
over
gonna see
towards
it.
B, and they're kind of
Vitality have a
hoping
lot of
that
map
they
control
drone
now.
or
I'm
they
surprised to see
recon,
them
and then
so
the one
heavily
can
stacked
shoot
up on
it.
the B side. That's where they
Don't
expect
know
the
about
pick
the
to
alarm
come
bot yet.
through. Maybe confident in their retakes on A or in Safe's ability to hold with the off, but his advanced control has just been quelled a little bit. The flash pushes him backwards. Again, Heretics are resetting. Maybe Vitality have made their correct call. Maybe they've read
EU
into how
boring
they
to
play these
watch.
low buys.
I mean, we
Still
did
3
have
points
the
on B.
we did
Seems
have
like
the
Heretics
5-person
wanted
save
to
earlier.
go back here.
Hard for
Boo
me to
broke a
defend
few
that.
bits of utility. Now they
30
go back
seconds
in the
left.
other direction. The ace
And I did watch China earlier,
Already
and that was
rotated
absolutely
in one
mental.
player. Kicks is here to support. They've actually all run past him, and because of that, Rians is going to be the one to take the bite of it. Already, though, a couple of kills coming in. The trade's still going in favor of this Vitality squad. Benji up
Whoa,
close,
that's a
needs to
big
find
play.
something, and that's a crazy shot. Jumping down below. I think he might have seen Sender as well, but the info's there for him. It's left all onto the IGL again, trying to wrap back around, but the timing's not great. He's managed to
Nicely
dodge
done from
the first
Vitality.
bite,
It feels
but
like
his
we're always together on a
counter
lot of
IGL
this. Let's
Sender,
go.
his doppelganger, will be there to level things up. 9-9, a comeback of impressive proportions when it comes to this defensive side. Now Heretics, well, we're starting to worry about their icebox once again.
Absolutely. 9-9.
I think the Chinese
6
teams will do any
rounds in a
better
row.
at champs.
After 9-3 down at the half, the pistol.
I think we might have
reset.
peaked
Might
for
carry
a
some
little
weight,
bit with
and it
the
looks like it most
Billy
certainly has. That
NRG game.
injection of
Not gonna
rounds,
lie
if
to
it
you.
went to Heretics,
And
could have been
FPX,
damning.
FPX are
And the
struggling a
balls
little bit
shoved in
also.
to even take in the first place.
So
But now to
I
end
don't
up neck and neck,
think so.
well, it's understandable that Team Heretics aren't happy about where they're at. They've called
NA
it
play
time
today.
out.
Vitality, if I
difficult
just
for them to truly
solo
find a
focus
gap
on
within
Runner
this
at the
defense.
moment, he's kind of owning them. I feel like every single time, he's either got a turret where they don't think, he's got an alarm bot over towards Hero here getting early info. It just means they can fight all of these sides just so much
more
heavier.
pointed play, lockdown. Yeah, that's what's coming. And for Vitality, that means
keeping
falling
this one
back,
nice and
locked out
simple.
by the Viper
Woo.
wall, and possibly a chance with Boo
1
picking
away,
an
sorry,
orb.
2 away.
Or no,
Rians
Boo
picks
didn't
up the
pick
orb,
it's
gets his
Rian's
ult.
picking the orb. So you've got Hunter's
Shouldn't
Fury
be
close
anything
by,
to stop
and
this
possibly
plant.
the Viper's pit or the plant. This could be a huge round.
The thing is, they can still delay. They've used mini Boo early to
Yeah, we did
potentially
good to
just
wait
get
for
rid
the
of a lot of
mosh
that
pit here.
utility, but even still, okay, the plant does at least go down. The thing is, they've lost players because they had to push forward. They had to take that space
Boo, ult.
to stop this instant denial.
Yeah, and they
Viper's
got
pit's gonna be
double
used,
shock,
but Boo, well,
molly,
he has to retreat.
ult.
He
So
has
they
to
gotta
be
go
careful,
fast.
at least for the moment, because they know exactly where he is.
This is what won the round for Vitality with just pistols. The advantage is there for Vitality at least, though. They've got one extra player here in the defense. They make their way through. Late play by Rian's. Hunter's Fury's available. Will it be needed? That's the question. Clearing out this pit's going to be difficult. They drop right behind him. Safe. He's gone for the top rope play, and he's picked off
Yeah,
Boo.
but
But two
he's still got
versus
shock
two.
darts
The
after
Viper's
this. Does he
still
have lineups
lurking.
from back
It's
there?
a problem. Snakebite
Oh,
was used
hold up.
earlier,
That's a
and now
hero
Boo is
kill.
down.
Oh, he's
A
too
quick
far
one
right.
from Rian's. He has to speed
Oh,
around
that's a
that
hero
corner,
kill from
and he
Safe.
can't get there
Yeah,
in
I didn't have
time.
lineups from so
Double
far away
digits
from using
found
his
for
ult.
Vitality and a big ult dump round for Heretics too. They get nothing, and the win
Shout out
streak
to
continues
Safe here.
for the
Oh my god, they
defenders.
used everything into
It was
it.
just the fact
Killjoy
that,
ult,
they lose Safe
Viper
within that
ult,
Viper's
Sova
pit.
ult. This is a dumb map.
But also, I do wonder if the Hunter's Fury was just a little bit too early. Like, it's understandable. You know that your opponents are going to try and get in there as quickly as possible, so he's utilizing that, hoping that they're low. But the pit doesn't really force you to run through it. Like, you could run around that outside, you can go over the top, as we saw from Safe, and because of that, a lot of the players weren't as low as Rians was hoping them to be. And they can get on that plant quickly and then duck back out of the pit. Already, not the start they're looking for this round. As
Oh my
Wookiee's
god.
gone, but
Safe's getting
they might
util
be able
dumped.
to pressure out Safe, and they will.
Gorgeous.
God, he got
And
wrecked.
Nanoswarm, it kept
Recon
them in
into
place.
molly,
Thrown
into
by
wall,
Benji
into
early on.
send
They
it,
knew
into
they wanted to
everything.
fight too.
Poor
The
guy.
success is found. At least this
Whoa!
time. Wow.
What a
Run
shot.
as fast as you want. Trex is even faster. Quick flick, and the adjustment is perfect. Down to 45 is Kicks, but a man advantage still sits towards the defenders for now. Kicks in the open. Almost had a chance.
I mean,
Here
that's
comes
getting
Thrash.
shot,
Two
right?
players close right in a lot of danger. If that catches them, it's broken just in
Maybe
time.
could have been organized a
Flash up
little
top.
bit
They
better.
know there's two
They're
there.
trying
They
to
know where the
force them
planter is.
away, and
All
it's
of
weird
the
for Heretics because they kind of got to
information.
fight
Zig
here
with
because they know if
Heretics.
this Killjoy
The
goes down to where
It's
the sex is,
almost
they're
deadly,
done.
But a few shots whizzing
Oh,
past the
they're
head.
so done,
Means
right?
Heretics at least reset. Lockdown though, a big problem now. They can't
They
deal with
didn't
this.
go
They'll
for the
have
one
to fall
against the
back
wall,
behind
too
the
scared of
back
them
yellow. I mean,
dueling
that's
it,
exactly
so
what
there
they're gonna do,
is
isn't it?
a
They know
safe
that
spot.
these players have to be in that corner. Snakebite in, shock dart in, but a small gap, and they're safe. Reveal doesn't catch them, and Heretics win
Yeah,
out the
I
fight.
think they
It's
messed
Benji
up a
fishing
little
for
bit
two
here.
around back yellow. go.
I
don't know
think
how
they
Boo got
maybe
his.
messed up a little
No,
bit.
I think it was just that they were so
Yeah, I think
focused
sometimes
in
you got to
on the
go for that
late
ult and
stages
just accept that you
of
can
that
trade it,
lockdown
especially in the
and using
4v3.
that combo that he's able to swing and
Go
just
drill
kill the
deeper,
players
yeah, I
actually
agree.
defusing. They're still within.
I don't think you have to go for the safe one here. You just got so many numbers.
This was wonderful though.
Oh, this was
the
cool, yeah.
combination of the stuns, but also the nano swarm that just held him from being able to run away because he was already low.
13 HP.
And then just playing actually within it and just on the very edge so that he doesn't actually get detained at the
Shout
end.
out to Boo.
Yeah,
A big round.
I think if that ult is a couple pixels to the
Yeah,
right.
millimeters.
Okay, Heretics, got to make sure they don't get
The
reset.
smallest of gaps that he survives in. Double digits, 10 to 10.
These three would be annihilated,
We were hoping
money-wise.
for a close game, and here on Icebox, we've gotten it.
Oh.
Oh, that aggression by Safe. You always got to throw in a little curveball here and there. A surprise play. But this aggression, not as tempered as you'd hope. Heretics have shattered the early play, and now Vitality. They're left in a tough enough position. This map is pretty big. And whatever fight they end up taking, you better hope that they're
They've also been sold. Like, that's the thing. Two
Whoa,
players were
whoa,
shown
whoa.
over on that
Okay.
B site. One of them was
Viper
Boo,
ult,
and then Benji a
4v5
little bit
over
later,
towards
and
B.
they knew they had
Understanding
full
it's a
yellow
big
control,
round
so
if they
what
win
they've
this,
done
they're
is they've
kind of
just
thinking it's
gambled
the
the
map.
They've got to do
We
something in this round.
would
You've
know
already
the same
man
thing as
down,
well,
and then they're
that
gonna
it's
send
a
the
big
remaining
round, they
three
don't want to
players
eco,
A.
so he's
It's
going to be using his
still
fish ult.
gonna be a tough fight.
Oh wait, we
This
molly
is
here to
probably
stop the
best
fish ult.
case scenario for
That's sick,
Vitality
he
in
just
this
heard it
round
though.
If they opt to go this way.
A good
If they
idea,
go
I
back
like
through
that.
mid for some reason, this is the worst case scenario.
Yeah, so he has to go on the floor.
Hits down on B, you go A. It's that simple. Maybe the mid split, but they've committed to it. Kicks down. A victim of a similar play to what he made happen in the
How's
last.
he still
Mini
alive?
Boo's doubled up on the entry. And Sender, well, he's got his
Oh,
pick.
and they use the Viper ult into
Nowhere
this one,
safe to hide.
falling apart a little bit.
Well, he's probably
Chat, do
better off.
Vitality still have a
I think he'll be
timeout? I
saving
can't
this
even
weapon.
remember.
don't
I think
know
so.
How Sender feels about his chances in a 1v5. And
Heretics don't,
of
I know
all
that
the
much.
times for Heretics to wake up.
Trex, come sit on my PC.
Yeah, swap seats. Swap seats.
They've used them
Wheel
both.
yourself over.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is the thing, though. Of all the times for Heretics to wake up, this is the worst. Vitality finally got some win in their sails. They caught up. Team Heretics have hit the NOS just in
Let's
time.
check money-wise.
No,
2-4.
he's not close either.
1,400.
So immediately now they can start
So it's
looking to
just
try and
safe
hunt this
that's
man down.
owned.
Now, the Heretics
Maybe he's
economy
close
is
to his ult. We don't
nowhere
really
near
know.
off the charts.
I
Even
can't
though
remember.
these last couple of rounds have gone in their favor. The last was incredibly close, but they can afford to throw out a player or two. Benji's the obvious choice. They even waited to let him plant so that he could get that extra orb. So in their eyes, he gets a kill. Fantastic. They drop a gun, and he's almost at the lockdown. He dies. It's the same case. He's still going to have a buy for the next round. The thing is, though, he hasn't checked the one corner the Sender was actually hiding in. So he'll be able to live to fight another day. The fact is, though, as you said, the timing of this turnaround couldn't be any better.
What? Well, Kicks has got to be fuming. I actually thought it was a closer fight than that, but it was from absolutely miles away. And after his jumping opening pick in the round before, you know, he had that coming. That's just karma manifesting right there.
Oh boy.
11 to 10. 2 rounds needed for Heretics. They've struggled to put
Doesn't
attack
fill,
rounds up,
doesn't
but now
fill
it
you
seems like
confidence
they're
when you
finding
see
their
that.
rhythm. On the defense,
Going through it.
credits
Okay.
up and down.
It's
shaky.
it is
Lightstorm
everything
knows
on
gonna
this.
back them up and give
No
Safe
joke.
something
Everything
to
is on this
fight
round.
with.
Oh
Sender, on the
my.
other hand's got nothing, not even a point of health. Early fight for Mini Boo, greatly successful. He's in for more too.
Yeah, he is sending it.
Good counter, you two.
Wall committed over towards here as well. Uh-oh. Kicks, he's got to somehow get another.
He's been lost. In fact, he's been blindsided. Runner trying his best. He's done an awful lot of damage.
Look at this guy.
Oh,
But look at the
no.
wraparound. Mini Boo just taking that extra space and now going to go hunting. Safe is completely blind. Blaze Storm in hand and he will get nothing.
we got-
the last few rounds
We got
have
2
been
people that are
all
wrecked money-wise.
Mini Boo.
2 chances
And
for
well,
them
they
to
are
finish
now
this.
just one away from
And
taking
that
their
Killjoy
opponent's
round
choice
is
and
coming back to
going
haunt
the
them.
fortress that is Sunset.
Sunset.
This guy's having
even
the
if
most
that
fun.
goes
Yeah, he's got
awry,
some
if
solid
Vitality
movement,
have done
though.
their homework and figured out the code to break. Vitality
Yeah.
will still have to fight them up on.
10 other teams in a
At
row
10, yeah.
failed to do.
I will say, every
This
win
is a
makes it
done
harder
map.
for you to
Dude.
repeat, right? People are ready for how
they,
to play
they
this.
lost the
Studying
round where they
small
used 3
names.
ults.
Know some of the names?
I
It's
bet
not
they're
my
all
fault they
trash
messed up the
guys.
Killjoy ult.
Foot, Na'Vi, 100 Thieves, Foot again,
Oh, yeah.
EDG, FPX, Fnatic
yeah.
are in there
I mean,
as
it
well.
does just
Who are any
show
of those
though,
teams?
like
No,
Heretics
I've
are
never
so
heard of
good.
any
You
of
make
them.
one
Fair enough.
mistake
But
against them,
Vitality's
that's
win
it.
was
They're just
13-1, by the way, just in case
Oh.
you were wondering.
Yes.
In
gonna
fact,
capitalize on it.
only
It's still,
Foot
dude, it's
have
still
managed
so
to get to
doable.
double digits.
Rex, get this orb over
That's a
towards
great sign,
A.
Tom.
That will cancel
That's-
this ult.
That's a great
Rex
sign
is
for Vitality.
I would say they
still
should
not picking
probably
up the orbs. They're gonna
look
get
at
free B
trying to win this
site.
map.
Yeah, that might be the call. Yeah, I'm not sure that Sunset will be where they get it done. Again,
Big Bad Beard,
if
thank
they
you
do,
so much, man.
fine.
Appreciate the 4
Not a
months.
bad map for
Thank you for the
Heretics
prime,
either,
dude. Appreciate your
so.
support, man.
On that one.
Of course, dude.
It's
Very much
it's,
send that also.
yeah, if we get it, if there's another round, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, Heretics have found their footing here on the attack. Lockdown to work with, and a very slow round. Yeah, they're waiting for Vitality to potentially go in for some aggression. The defensive side doesn't feel the need. Stacked up on B, it's the right port to call. Question is, what's the reaction once Lockdown comes into play? Because I think that's going to be point of contact for Heretics.
Yeah, they still have plenty for the denial. So they don't necessarily need to fight this one.
No Lockdown.
Yeah. Good recon that you can't see from sight. So once that gets shot, you know they're at yellow.
At least there's a trade. Him being gone is going to be helpful. Trex, he was so impactful.
Oh boy, we just used our ult and we no longer have an ult to get rid of the Killjoy ult. So Killjoy's going to go down, that's going to secure the plant. Maybe they could all go snowman and just spam the hell out of it.
Which is what they're going to do. They're going to use their opponent's own utility, and Rians is just killed safe straight through. Again though, that plant's just about going to come through, and 2 players stuck towards this corner. Not expecting Trex to swing. Puts disadvantage back for Vitality. Another left all on Taboo, and they know exactly where he is. 15 left in the clip, and he's not even going to fire any of them. Runner
shout out to
gets
Runner
3
here.
kills to convert another round, and they're close to taking it.
Runner and Trex did great.
12 to 11. Well, it felt like Heretics started to get away with
Oh my
them
God.
just in time.
Yeah, what can I say?
Now, still a chance of even getting rid of the
Yeah, but this is,
lockdown
I mean,
round
this is
thanks
just
to these
nice
early
though.
trades. And yeah,
It was his
anybody-
best
And that's why this
reveal.
recon is so
That's what
strong, right?
meant
This
that he
recon
got
over
that kill, right?
toward
Without
like
the-
top right
I
here,
will
whatever
say,
people are calling
like,
this
Trex
called
at the
us. I
moment
don't think anyone calls it
might have
anything.
the
Just like backy yellow.
Soviet util in EMEA. Like, the guy is so unbelievably good at
Why is
revealing
Trex
players at the
always
perfect
like
moment.
stressed?
And it really isn't just
Yeah, the
that.
recon
like,
that lands here,
individually, the
it
guy's
can only be
insane as
shot
well,
from
but on roll,
literally, I mean,
he's
it
so
might even
much
be
fun to
further
watch.
than
We
that,
had
just
this
everyone on the
yesterday.
left
I
of
felt like
here.
we spent the whole game complimenting every piece of utility.
That's
that
why
he
I always
put
talk
out.
about the fact that when people don't have
Today,
Sova,
very much
like
the
you can
same.
just hard hold
12 to
yellow.
11. We'll need another big round from
Don't have
everyone.
as much easy
Vitality
util to do this.
putting it all
Oh,
on the
nice
line.
wall to block the
Heretics.
turret, so we go fast over
Those
towards
ultis aren't
here.
there to fall
I mean, they
back
still
on, but
see it, but
Thrash
they
is
can
there
also
for
create
kicks on
pressure.
Vitality.
Another round.
Drone even leading charge. That's got Thrash out of it. They know there's players up in kitchen, but it's destroyed just in time to reclaim that space and get Thrash back online. Seems to be the mission. Kicks it straight in and straight out. Dropped, but safe. Good for the double up.
I can't even believe Woot
Maintaining
got
the
one there,
control,
to be
and now
honest.
they all focus on the site just as the plant is coming down. I like this aggression.
No
from
way he gets a
Heretics.
double there.
Rienz goes into the spawn. And himself and Benji
Run's
have
gonna have to
claimed
do it again.
another safe haven to fight from, or so they think. There
Well,
is
Sender's
another player
really fast
wrapping his
here.
way around the timing, just about missing them. The wall covering the retreat. And Sender, okay, he's got the surprise eventually, capitalizing for one, and Rienz has to fall back. He's decayed down low, and the spam
Actually
gets
spammed
him.
it.
It's
What a
again
god.
into the hands of Boo. He had a 1v3 on this site last time, but now the spike is planted, and one less player to take down. A difficult one, though. Sender still not spotted, and now swinging. The orb blocking out any control, and the tap there. Boo has to be worried about it. He wants to get in there, see if they're actually defusing it. It is being stuck now, halfway at least. The spam not going to stop them. They've
Oh my
got
god.
it.
13 HP.
Guarantees in overtime. A lifeline for Vitality as they get another shot at a map they need to win in
Right.
this
I mean,
series.
nice, man.
Send
Fun,
the
man.
tag down to 13. It looked like it was going to be desperately
Yeah,
close.
the 2 chances just fully gone
A
on
lot
this.
of this came down to
Oh,
my god, Safe is an
okay.
absolute maniac. I didn't know that's what he did. It's almost like, you know when you see someone do a perfect dive, like you're watching it in the Olympics? That's what he just did, right through the windows. Shots
it.
connected to bring them back into the round.
That's insane.
And well, as said, this
That's
map
insane that he went for
seems
that
like a
play.
necessity. The fact we're going to buy makes me think that there's a plan for Vitality. And as said, like I know we're selling a bleak story of the next map. They've looked good on it. They smashed Na'Vi on it. Had a close win versus KC or another solid team. The loss to BBL is a little bit more concerning. But you can't bank on Sunset. It's not something that you can go in expecting to win. Whereas Icebox, they were expected to win. They are expected to win.
Every analyst desk, basically this stage, has been about you have to ban Sunset against Heretics. A lot of teams weren't doing it. All those teams lost. And this is Yeah, Heretics always pick it. Heretics always win it, and the only way to avoid it is to ban it. They will pull it through because they're just
and that's
the best.
with different players at different times, by
Yes,
the way.
also.
They have had multiple different times where Woot wasn't there, where Mini
Benji
Boo
might
wasn't
find
there,
a good
and
timing on
Panatek
this
was standing
once
in,
again.
and they still won it through all of that.
Okay, so they insert one over
it
towards
really
A,
is
getting
just something
info
that they
to see
have
if they retake,
a real
and
chokehold
we
over.
thrown
Icebox,
towards B.
not so much. And back onto the
1
defensive side
point,
they go.
Benji
Again,
swinging for this
a heavy
turret.
stack
Great
on
pressure.
Guess what? Benji's pushed the tube. Who is surprised? And they've left a solo Boo. But again, the only goal he has here, deny that plant as long as humanly possible. Make it awkward, and
Ooh,
well,
nice.
that's exactly what he's done.
Yep, the spam has managed to drop down.
They got to
the
wait
spike.
for the wall to go up
Even though they
again.
changed the plant
And
position
that's
of
going to
it,
be about 20
Vitality find
seconds.
no success
And
there.
they got
Recover the
5
spikes,
people
and
here.
now they've got to wait. Viper toxins.
They
have
got
to go
a
back
mosh
up.
pit.
They have to be recharged first. Timing of this round not ideal. Instead, they're going to push forward as the toxins fall. A good opening start with Trex and Runner finding some, but Benji is dug deep. They've stopped the plan, forcing it to another position.
Runner got one before he went down.
One Benji not going
my
to
God.
deny the spike. Instead, it's Boo picking every single player apart and leaving Sender on 46. He can't even escape. He's being watched on the way back and has to win the fight. He'll close the distance, but the steps are heard. And now they've grouped up at 2 versus 1. 11 HP for Sender. It's down to the wire. A few well-placed shots could get him out of this
nice.
position,
A
but
little
it's
bit
Boo
scary.
to
Shout out to
answer
Boo on
back
this. That was
his
that
fourth
was
kill
very
of
impressive.
the round here in overtime. 13 to 12
Shout out
for
to, I
Heretics.
mean, literally
That
Boo
seems
just
to
did
be the
everything.
battle,
If
is
you think
how
about it as well.
the
The molly,
Viper is
realizing that
gonna defend
Wingman
this
was
site.
on the right,
Each time,
stopped
both
the
players have been
plant, then
doing
they
a
got to wait for the
fantastic
wall
job.
to come back up.
But
By
Boo's
that time, there's
definitely up
5
there at
people
the
here.
moment.
Calls the
He's
rotate
had the
over.
clutch within the
Oh,
Viper's
what a
pit.
shot.
He's had this round in particular, just being able to deny them for so long, and then it gets down to like 20 seconds. And I don't mind the call from Vitality. I don't mind it. Dropping the wall, playing in front of it. You're not going to get a plant.
Okay,
while
they
all
get
of those
another
players
chance
are
at it.
spamming. The problem is, again, he just has another massive round, moving himself to...
One more for Heretics, and they will certainly feel like this series is in the bag. This will be a tough task for Vitality as Heretics started to find their rhythm here on the attack. Will it carry
I
through
mean,
to
that's good for
overtime?
it.
After a big round from
chance
Boo,
Trex
morale is
sees it.
certainly high on the attacking side. Nano thrown over for the turret.
Oh, he took it away though.
Mid control now up for grabs, and
Yeah, it should come back earlier.
Vitality's mind, something
I
they
got
have to worry about.
Pretty sure
I
he
believe they're watching
got away with that.
walk up in tube at least, but at this stage they could cross underneath. Kix has to commit
This
himself
should
to
be back
watching
in like
that,
10.
and it's going to limit his reactions as they see this push coming out of B-main.
This is such a
They're
gamble.
going into the
By
3-person
having
stack
Safe
here.
in this
It's all
corner
about
is
the
a
flash
risk, and they're
triple
gonna
swing.
try and fight alongside him. Snake bite down, swing from Sender does well. Again, the dart reveals
Oh, they have
absolutely
a
everything. That means they
dart
can
as
claim some
well
control
from
in the
here.
middle
That's
as well
sick.
already. Runner has gone pushing, but for now at least it is still only
Yeah, and
that
Runner
even trade.
did take back
Kicks
his
going down.
turret,
Safe
so he's
is
got
still
full
gonna
info
try
on
and
A.
reaggress, and now they're starting the sprint back with the reveal. There's currently not anybody on that side of the map. There is utility to slow them down, and with 30 seconds, that might just be enough.
And I think the logic might be Woot either picking the orb or just going for the plant. After
If Woot-
finding
I
a
mean,
kill
yeah, if Woot
and
gets
grabbing
this
the orb
plant.
on B, Thrash should be online, should be there to work with. Runner. He's got a chance up close and some teammates coming in to back him up, but they've seen him, they know that he's here. Easy kill to start, and Woot's the one to find him.
And Woot's
That's
gonna get
Thrash
out of there,
online
and he's
for the
gonna have
late round.
Fish ult.
A disaster for Vitality.
Oh, it's
2
done,
versus
man.
4. And getting back
This
in
time
is
actually
going to
done,
be tough.
not that early
Made
curse stuff.
impossible perhaps by the Thrash. Safe finds one, but now detained.
Right.
And all they need to do is kill Trex.
Right.
All they need to do is drop that man, but he's left in a 1v1. Drone out. Call Woot.
Oh, never in doubt.
Fires back.
Never in doubt.
4 kills
Dude, what a map.
in both
That was
OT
insane.
rounds. It's Boo and Woot to bring it
How did that
across the
2v4
line.
get so
1
close?
to 0. Sunset next. Dark skies for Vitality.
And yeah, they got Sunset next. They are the Sunset Kings.
Guys, I have an information that Hero just aced before Benji fishing.
Do you know how many 4Ks I've got?
Benji was in university last year, this year, and he's still